I probably could have just destroyed my freaking career. What's up, my good vibe DJ crew? You know how we do here on Disc Jockey News. Today's Ask Him a Question comes from somebody that, well, they may have lost their cool. I feel like I acted a fool when I lost my cool, and now I'm wondering if I should take a step back from my career. I don't know that people are ever going to take me seriously ever again. And while I learned a lesson through this experience, I am mortified at the response I am getting. Buddy, we all been there. Seriously. At like different points in our life, in our career, with our family, with our friends, we've all done something really dumb and then gotten called out for it. And like you said, you've learned the lesson from that situation, which is incredibly valuable. Now, taking a step back isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I would not just put down the headphones for life. Maybe taking a step back means reflecting on what happened, learning from that experience fully, understanding why you reacted the way you did, and how you'll do things differently in the future. That's awesome. And having that experience can be really healing, so that when you come back and you start doing your passion again, you feel so much better about it. While it feels really uncomfortable right now, totally understandable, it's not always going to feel like this. There are going to be other people around you that you will see doing these things, and you will actually empathize with them more, because you'll think, yep, been there, done that, made that mistake. Hopefully that person learns. Hopefully they don't do this thing again or say that again. It's one of these situations in call-out culture where it's both positive and negative, because we all make mistakes, and a lot of the times there are people within our lives that make those mistakes, but nobody cares about it because they're not in the public eye. People that are in the public eye are held to a completely different standard. They are not allowed to make mistakes, which is ridiculous because we're human and we all make mistakes. So what I would take from this is understand that in a few years from now, people probably aren't going to remember this. Why? Because unless they aren't growing within their own life, unless they're not making changes and admitting their own mistakes, this isn't something they're going to think about, because they're doing bigger and better things. And I will also go on to say that there have been situations I've personally experienced where someone called me out for something dumb I did, and I was like, hey, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. I've learned from this situation. And they probably, most of the time, did not do it in a very professional manner. Like, people can get pretty mean, but I have found a lot of those people come back to me years later and say, hey, I'm sorry that I responded the way I did. It was triggering for me because I was going through this thing. I could have responded better. And just so you know, I love what you're doing right now. Other things that I think about are situations where people bullied the crap out of someone, and they did not amount to anything in their career, because that is literally what they do all the time. They just bully other people, projecting their own crap, and then, instead of holding themselves accountable and doing something in their career, they just keep making fun of other people. And in the long run, that's not really helping anybody, right? So instead of focusing on what these people are saying and doing and getting really wrapped up on that, maybe you need to take a break from social media and focus on making music or playing music or doing something really positive in your life that makes you feel really good about yourself, whether that's eating healthy or going to the gym or just like putting yourself fully back into music. Take a break. Don't read what people are saying, and don't engage. I mean, if you want to put out a public statement at some point saying like, hey, I just want to thank everybody for opening my eyes and sharing their information, and this is what I learned from it, great, awesome. If you feel comfortable and confident with that, go for it. But people lose their cool all the time. The point is that you learn from that situation, and nobody that is worth their weight is going to continue to tell you for years and years and years and years on end, like, hey, remember that time you did that thing? Because that's not who you are. That's just like a small little part of your story. And everybody makes mistakes. So if you're learning from it, it's all good, man. Hope you found this answer your question helpful for the rest of y'all that have some questions, maybe some vibe killing situations that happen in your career and you don't know what to do and you want insight from somebody, just, like myself, hear my thoughts. Hashtag Ask Kilma or at Kilma Music. And then don't let no one kill your vibe. Don't even kill your own vibe.